Dear students, today I am going to teach civics for class 6th. Lesson 14, the topic is the rural local self-government. So dear students, do you know what is the meaning of civics? The word civics originates from the Latin word civis, which means citizens. Civics helps us to make the citizens aware of their roles as a members of a society and rights and duties. So dear students, in this lesson, let us learn about the first point, the meaning and importance of local self-government. The second point, the panchayat at the village level. Third point, the different levels of government at the village. And fourth point, their functions and importance. Now let me ask you one question. Why do you think the local rural self-government is needed? Yes, dear students, India has a large number of villages and agriculture is the main occupation of the people living in villages. Once Mahatma Gandhi said, if the villages of India perish, India will perish too. The villages in our country have a localized form of government. This makes governance easy for the welfare of the people living in the rural part of India. Yes, dear students, as we know already, India is a vast country with a vast population. It is not possible for a central government to look after the far regions of the country. Therefore, the powers and responsibilities are distributed at the three levels, that is, central, state, and local. This is called separation of powers. The central government looks after the department of national importance, such as defense, foreign affairs, national finance, and railways. The central government is headed by President, the Prime Minister, and a Council of Ministers assist in running of the government. In the same way, the government of a state is headed by a governor, the chief minister, and council of ministers of the state assist in running of the government. The state government looks after the departments such as education, law and order, transport, health services, etc. The next is the local self-government is the third level of government. It deals with local problems or needs. The local people elect their own representatives to form the local government of that area. Local self-government functions at both urban and rural levels. So dear students, now let us discuss rural self-government. What is the term rural refers? Yes, the term rural refers to villages. It is the system by which the people govern a community through their representatives is known as local self-government. This type of government at the village level functions under the Panchayati Raj system. Panchayati Raj is a three-tier system. At the village level, we have Gram Panchayat. At the block level, we have the Panchayat Samiti or the Block Samiti. And at the district level, we have the District Panchayat or the Zilla Parishads. So dear students, do you know what is Panchayati Raj? Let me tell you about the Panchayati Raj. The government at the local level in villages is called the Panchayat. A Panchayat traditionally means an assembly or group of 5 people or panch. Panchayat is the lowest unity of local self-government in a village. So, it is called self-government because all members are residents of the local area. They are elected by local people from among themselves. Rural self-government is divided into two parts. That is, first one is village panchayat and the second one is Zilla Panchayat. And again, the village panchayat is divided into three parts. That is, the first one is Gram Sabha, second one is Gram Panchayat, and the third one is Nyaya Panchayat. Now let us understand the compositions and the functions of each. The first one is Gram Sabha. The Gram Sabha literally means a meeting of the village. This is the first tier of the panchayat at the village level. All adult men and women in a village who have reached the age of 18 are the members of the Gram Sabha. The Gram Sabha may be termed as the general body of the village. This body represents the true democratic functioning of the Panchayat Raj system. The Gram Sabha holds meeting twice a year and important matters are discussed in this general body meeting. The second one is the Gram Panchayat. The members of the Gram Sabha elect a small committee of members from among themselves who form a village panchayat. Every panchayat is divided into small area called wards. Each ward elects a representatives known as a panch. The members of the Gram Sabha directly elect a sarpanch who is the panchayat president. The Gram Panchayat looks after the social, economic and cultural needs of the village and settles disputes between the people. Dear students, always remember the members of the Gram Panchayat are elected directly by the members of the Gram Sabha from among themselves on the basis of secret voting. A person seeking election to this governing body must be a resident of the village and should be 21 years of age or more. He or she must be a member of the Gram Sabha or the village assembly. The president or the head of the panchayat is known as sarpanch. The other members are known as panch. The sarpanch presides over the meetings of Gram Panchayat and supervises its works. The sarpanch has a term of 5 years. Like Gram Sabha, Gram Panchayat also has some functions or duties. The essential or compulsory functions are: first one, construction and maintenance of village roads, waterways, drains, tanks and wells. Second, providing health and sanitation facilities. Third, supplying clean drinking water. Fourth, keeping the roads and streets clean. Fifth, providing primary education and etc. The optional or volunteer functions are management of hospitals, management of village markets, building of playgrounds and rest houses, and conducting village fair, etc. The third one is Nyaya Panchayat. The Nyaya Panchayat is judicial wing of the Panchayat Raj system of the village level. Each Gram Panchayat elects its members to the Nyaya Panchayat. Its members are elected in the same way as the members of the Gram Panchayat. The head of the Nyaya Panchayat is the Pradhan or the Sarpanch, and like Gram Panchayat, its members are called Panchs. The term of service of the Nyaya Panchayat is 5 years. The functions of Nyaya Panchayat. The Nyaya Panchayat hears only petty civil and criminal cases like minor thefts, quarrels, and minor encroachments on public property. Nyaya Panchayat provides valuable services to the poor people in the villages. Dear students, I hope you all might have understood this lesson clearly. That's all about rural local self government. Thank you.